Hare Krishna everyone, we're continuing to read the Teachings of Lord Kapila, the book by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Chapter 12, The Symptoms of a Sadhu. Oh no, it's chapter 11. Chapter 11, The Symptoms of a Sadhu. Continuing. Presently, we are attached to money, women, nice houses, country, society, friends, family, and so forth. This attachment is called Arjanam Pashu. The word Pashu means rope. When we are bound with a rope, we are helpless, and now we are bound by the gunas, or the three modes of material nature. The word guna also means rope. We cannot free ourselves, for we are conditioned. We cannot move freely without the sanction of the Supreme Authority. It is generally said that not a blade of grass moves without God's sanction. Similarly, we cannot do anything without the supervision of a superior authority. It is not that God has to take personal supervision of this. Parashya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shruyate Natasya Karyam Karanam Cha Vidyate. In the Shvetashvatara Upanishad 6.8, it is thus stated that the Supreme Lord does not have to act personally. He has many agents to perform everything for him. We are so controlled that we are not even free to blink our eyes. We may be moving our hands very freely, but at any moment they can be immediately paralyzed. Presently I am claiming this is my hand, but what is this? The hand could be paralyzed immediately. This is conditioned life, and how can we improve it? Our business is to become liberated from all this conditioning. How is this possible? Sa eva sadhushu krito mokshadvaram apavritam. Srimad-Bhagavatam 3.25.20. We have to turn our attachment from material things to a sadhu. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Kaya. This is the advice of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All Shastras advise us to associate with a sadhu. Even Chanakya Pandit, the great politician, recommended Tyaja Durjana Samsargam Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam. One Vaishnava householder asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu what the duty of a householder is. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately replied, Asatsanga Tyaga E Vaishnava Achar. Quote, don't associate with non-devotees, but search out a sadhu. Unquote. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 22.87. At the present moment, it is very difficult to avoid the company of asadhus, those who are not sadhus. It is very difficult to find a sadhu for association. We have therefore started this Krishna consciousness movement to create an association of sadhus so that people may take advantage and become liberated. There is no other purpose for this society. Krishna states in Bhagavad Gita 6.47 that the first class sadhu is one who is always thinking of him. This process is not very difficult. We should always think of Krishna. But how is this possible? We think of our business, our dog, our family, our lovable object, and so many other things. We have to think of something. Without thinking, we cannot remain. We simply have to divert our thoughts to Krishna. It is the sadhu's business to teach this, and one can learn this in the association of a sadhu. Actually, a sadhu will not teach anything else. Adau Shraddha Tatah Sadhu Sangha. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.4.15. This is the way to make spiritual advancement. One has to associate with a sadhu. Often the trouble a sadhu may encounter, the sadhu's task is a thankless one, but he has to be tolerant. Despite all the trouble a sadhu may encounter, he is very merciful upon fallen, conditioned souls. He sees that people are suffering due to a lack of Krishna consciousness, and because he is always thinking of the welfare of others, he is Suhrit. Other people are always envious, but the sadhu is always thinking how to save others from the clutches of Maya. A sadhu is kind not only to human beings, but to cats, dogs, trees, plants, and insects. He will hesitate even to kill one mosquito. He does not simply think, I shall just take care of my brother. He looks on all living beings as his brothers, because Krishna says that he is the father of all living entities. Because a sadhu lives in this way, he does not create enemies. If there are enemies, they become enemies out of their own character, not out of any provocation on the part of a sadhu. A sadhu simply teaches, my dear human being, my dear friend, just surrender to Krishna. Enemies arise due to man's envious nature. Chanakya Pandit says that there are two envious animals, serpents and men. Although you may be faultless, either may kill you. Of the two, Chanakya Pandit says that the envious man is more dangerous, because a serpent can be subdued by chanting a mantra or by some herbs, but an envious man cannot be so subdued. In Kali Yuga, in this age, practically everyone is envious, but we have to tolerate it. Envious people create many impediments to the Krishna consciousness movement, but we have to tolerate them. There is no alternative. One must be peaceful, and depend on Krishna in all circumstances. These are the ornaments of a sadhu. We should find a sadhu and associate with him. Then our path of liberation will be open. In the next verse, Lord Kapila further explains the activities of a sadhu. Text number 22 we shall read tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. The link to this book is in the description. Please check out our website shravanamdiaries.com and we shall see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.